What you got going
Welcome
on
back.
in your...
Two guys from two worlds. This is the FlipSide. New episodes uploaded on YouTube every Wednesdays and Saturdays. Now, your hosts, Jay and Noel.
your food? Hey.
Get out. Out. Get out. People, just no respect whatsoever.
We
Not
have a
much.
rare appearance from the kids and you're kicking them out.
Yes, I am.
Jeez.
It's one of those days today where, honestly, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't have much on my list. I want to talk about this movie that I sent you at 2 a.m. It's basically a history of the Philippines. The movie is called 1521. It has two of the Bea Alonzo is like one of the biggest actresses in the Philippines, and also Danny Trejo, who is a huge Hollywood actor. So I also wanted to talk about reason why we're starting late today is I had to attend a informational gathering assembly at the kids' school for student financial aid for college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that basically that put a damper on me, that kind of brought me down to
I was about to say, sounds so mature. Sounds like an adult thing to do.
Yeah, I'm a little
Such
depressed, to be honest with you.
Parenting duties, activities.
But before anything else, before we started recording, my wife dropped this off in my lap here. I have no idea what this is. Ace, what is this?
So
chicken sotanghon. It's like a soupy.
yeah. Is it like angel noodles? Transparent
Vermicelli, like the noodles for pancit bihon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had this before in my life. I don't think she's ever cooked this. Holy but geez, dude. I'm not even saying that just because I sleep with her.
I love this podcast, not because necessarily I'm in it, but because people family are just walking by in and out, people eating.
No respect. No boundaries whatsoever. Eating or recording.
Messy all over the place. And okay, commercial break. My dad asked us to get one of these for some reason. It was like,
your dad?
Yeah, he thinks that the fact that it's a ceramic spoon, makes a difference because he thinks like the metal spoon changes the taste of his coffee, whatever. So I got it yesterday and I was like staring at he wanted to give me one, right? Because it came like in a set of 3. So he gave me one. And I was like, what can I use this for? I don't want to use this on my coffee. It's so dainty. Bro. I realized I can use this for balot.
There you go.
No?
Right?
It. Yeah, right? Just
is it
perfect.
Hard enough to that it's
not
flimsy?
Yeah. It's perfect for eating balot.
There you go.
with balot with my pinky finger up like that. Yeah.
Embryos with your finger up. I'm sorry. I'm eating here, by the way. I'm so sorry, but this is so good.
And then you got the head of the duck coming out, and it's a little hairy.
Okay.
Come
on, really? With
the feathers, sort of. Like hi there.
Back of your throat a little bit.
It just slides to the back of my throat because it's so slippery. But yeah, so something that I can use because the regular teaspoon that we have, it's a little wider and fatter. So this one's like a little daintier and it'll go into
it looks like it's gonna break though. It might be too heavy for a balot.
We'll see, but I think it's all right. Oh, and I think this one really came from China. So
oh, nice.
Yay, China.
I can't wait for this recording to be over so I can eat properly.
Good brothers that are taking the Philippine Sea. Why don't you go eat up?
No, man. We'll get this over with. So what's up? What's going on?
Get this over with. Oh, which reminds me, let me turn my my watch on, and where did I put my water? I was just I left it on the
Really?
I left it in the dining table. So now I'm gonna be parched for the next hour.
Is your secretary not awake yet?
Nope.
Why don't you call? Just have Alexa bring it over. Your AI.
What? My AI. I swear I'm gonna name the next dog AI. AI.
Wow. So what you been
Come
up to?
back inside.
I've been seeing all these pictures and recordings of you just strutting it all over the place, even in the middle of the street.
Oh yeah, no, we visited a couple of friends over to get the laptop fixed and the phone fixed, and they opened up a new sari sari store. I don't know if you caught that on the video
Mm.
and the pictures. They opened up a new sari sari store about a month and a half ago or so. We've been promising that we'd be dropping by,
Mm.
and we finally dropped by, said hello, and hung out for like 4 hours.
Get out of here.
5 6 hours at the sari sari store. Yeah,
These are
they're
just your
selling.
friends of yours and just hanging out in front of the store.
Oh no, they became friends. I call them my friends. They became my friends. I was never close to them, but they were the family side of his wife's side of my cousin who passed because of COVID last year.
Mm.
And ever since his passing, we just hung out a little bit more. And it so happens that the cousin or cousin-in-law that they're staying, the cousin that the my cousin's wife is with, fixes laptops and cell phones and that kind of thing. So we were doing that too, aside
If you're
from
there
hanging
for
out.
4 hours, what the hell do you do for 4 hours in the front of a store?
Catch up, talk about the cell phone, talk about what were we talking about? Well,
Were you at least
mainly
drinking?
I was a little bit. Yeah, no, we went out, got some pizza, brought it back to the house. What were we talking about? Come to think of it. Oh, the motorcycle and how we,
Mhm.
just funny things that we've been doing and talking about. Mostly about how funny I am to them. Oh, and then like broken family, kid kind of stories, typical
Mm.
Filipino thing
Mm.
that
Yeah.
we've been going through.
Did you tell them about the podcast? No, of course not.
Yeah, I did. I did. I did.
That doesn't sound too convincing, man.
No, I did. I did. I told him about us. I told him about the podcast. I just don't, I'm trying to remember what the topic was because I remember them sort of laughing at me about the podcast. I don't remember what it was about.
Why?
I think the fact that we were talking, no, I don't think I mentioned it, but I think I was embarrassed about the fact that we were doing it in English. Like, no, but so we were just, do you remember what we were talking about? I really don't. It's like we were talking about a whole bunch of stuff, just anything and everything under the sun.
Is it
Really?
always majority of the time we're speaking in English, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's an English speaking / Tagalog podcast. When we speak like that Tagalog tayo pag may time, pag may oras. Oh yeah, we were laughing about me. We're joking about the fact that like I'm acting like a rich kid. So
What,
it was
what do you mean?
some insider jokes kind of thing. Like what was it? What was the
Jesus Christ, this is
something?
so good.
No, majority of the jokes was the fact that I just kept changing because of while we were talking, I was like sort of slowly getting ready. So I was sort of putting on the knee pads for the motorcycle, putting on the jacket. Oh no, the whole essence of the conversation really was just joking about the fact that it's been raining. So we needed to get ourselves some rain gear for the motorcycle because kind of like my son was complaining about the fact that I couldn't visit him because it's raining.
Right.
So I've sort of turned it into an excuse aside from the fact that I haven't finished my editing gig. So I've been using all of that sort of as an excuse not to visit my kid. And he's like, yeah, so now you can't visit me because it's raining.
Right.
You're such a deadbeat dad because you're not, you always have all these excuses not to visit me.
Right.
And so I was like, screw it. Let's go get some rain gear. So we finally got some rain gear and sort of joking about the fact that, because our family is like a rich family, that's why, just
Your family's a rich family?
no, it's not, but we're acting like we are, like rich kid problems kind of.
Oh, one of
Yeah,
those conversations. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Gotcha.
like sort of revolving around like basically let's tease Noel for the rest of the night
Right.
about, like how my ex and I are not getting along because we're like a rich kid family, kind of just insider joke, just releasing all that sort of tension, which was a good thing, I guess,
Right. Right.
at my expense and my
But
reputation. My no, because how, like kids not going to an expensive school because we're not rich enough, but we were rich once, so we kind of got used to, you know,
right.
spending rich kid money. And then like, oh right, yeah, because we were rich. It just, how like when we're joking about like one thing and that same joke just keeps going back like
Right.
every night, it just keeps circling back to the fact that Noel's family is rich. So
I mean, well, technically,
oh wait, hold on, come to think of it, it was kind of, I was sort of joking about it because my dad, remember when my dad and I had a sort of a conversation the other day,
right.
the uncomfortable conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So one of which that I told him that I was pissed off about was the fact that, he's sort of blaming me, my attitude, and how I don't ponder to him and agree with him because, my side of the family or my mom's side of the family is like, you know, rich kid problems, which is, says something about, inheritance and land not being agreed upon because we're like all growing up
In
privileged.
your
And
mom's side?
yeah, but my dad had that thing. And then I was like, I don't appreciate you talking about stuff like that because I have my own opinions about the thing. And it's not just because my mom's side is privileged. It's because I don't agree with your views specifically. It's not
Right.
because I grew up in that background.
Maybe it's just a different dynamic, the way he's viewing it and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. So, but whatever it was, I was just saying that, my mom's family side or your ex-wife or your wife's side has nothing to do with that. So it kind of just grew from there. And we're just joking about the fact that, we've got like rich kid problems because we're fighting about inheritance, land,
Right.
and that
Right.
kind of thing. So, but it just turned into a funny inside joke at the Sari Sari store. So,
Kaartehan lang yan.
but I loved it because we were sort of, I was not drinking, but just sipping on,
Right.
those alcohol, non-alcoholic, like 1% alcohol beverages, and then pizza on the side, and then every now and then pabile.
What do you mean? It sounds like what you call it? Like those seltzers or like
Yeah,
hard liquor, hard lemonade
not
type of thing.
hard lemonade, exactly, hard lemonade, like from Korea or something like that. It came in like a yellow bottle or a yellow can that had like maybe 1.52% alcohol kind of thing.
Right. Right.
And then we got Pete. Like, have you ever heard of sushi pizza? There's
It
like
sounds
sushi.
really gross. It's like
Yeah, some
raw fish in dough. That's what
no,
I'm guessing. Sushi.
it wasn't raw. It wasn't raw. It was cooked. It was baked, but it just had some strange toppings on it. So just not pepperoni. So
Yeah.
just to be safe, I got the ham and cheese and pineapple Hawaiian pizza on the side. So we got like three medium-sized pizzas.
Right.
So
Right.
one of
Right.
them
Right.
was like, one of them was sushi pizza, and then the other one was something with broccoli.
Right.
So it's one of those nights.
Only in the Philippines where you can find all these different toppings in your pizza. I actually
Yeah,
saw somebody
you're
on YouTube made like an
if
adobo pizza.
oh, that I've never heard of before. So, but if you're daring, this one's called like Angel's Pizza or something like that. So, but
Local? Well, yeah, obviously.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, but it was also funny because it was either that or Domino's, and everybody was voting for Angel's
There's
Pizza. So we went
Domino's
for.
in the Philippines.
There's one about a 1 kilometer away from here, about 5 minutes away from here.
Nice.
But the highlight of my story there is that we were at the sari sari store eating pizza in front, drinking a little bit, and
Yeah.
then every now and then it was like pabile. Somebody would swing by pabile. you know,
Pabili lang po.
yeah, and then they squeeze in between me and the pizza, and I'd be stepping aside to let them through, kind of thing. And again, jokes would circle back around to me, and yeah, just basically laughing at the and then I used to be like, so my cousin and I were working on this local TV show, Kapwa Ko Mahal Ko. I was,
Hey, I know
writer.
that.
Can I tell you about that?
No,
story?
I mean, yeah, but I remember watching that.
Yeah, so about 3 years ago, my cousin called me. They said he had a gig going on, but he wouldn't do it unless I help him out with it.
Oh,
And then we were figuring out what our roles would be with the executive producer of the show, and then we kind of figured that he'd be helping out with the marketing, and I'd be helping out with the head of production kind of thing. So we were helping each other out with the show basically. And
right.
where was that story going? Oh, because I was like the director, so I'd be, so I had this like, this vlogging camera, and we'd be like, okay, rolling tayo in 3, 2. We were just joking about the fact that I was director.
Yeah.
Real quick.
And TikTok,
the show.
Go to youtube.com at the FlipSide with Jay Noel, since Noel can't get on live right now on TikTok because his assistant is still sleeping. But that's a good segue though.
Excuse me.
A couple of days ago, I don't know, I guess I was having some kind of stomach issues that woke me up at like 2:30 in the morning. So I had to take a visit and sit in my throne, doing what everybody does. I was scrolling on my phone. Lo and behold, this ad for a Filipino movie popped up into my Facebook feed. Basically, it stars Bea Alonzo, who's I guess a prominent actress. She's like I wouldn't say like a Julia Roberts of the Philippines, more like actually, yeah, now at that age, I guess, because of seniority. Yeah,
that's fair.
She's like the Julia Roberts of the Philippines. And then Danny Trejo, whatever. Basically, this Hollywood actor, Machete himself. Machete. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but it was a pretty good movie. So I'm like looking at it. I sat there. I decided, you know what? Let me Google this bad boy. Take a look at it, because it's about 15. I saw the title, 1521. Hey, discovery of the Philippines, practically. Spaniards. So I start Googling around. I'm like, you know what? Let me go to YouTube real quick. I saw the trailer. Looks good, right? I'm all pretty impressed with it and whatnot.
I was.
A couple of days later, I looked at it again. And then today, before the recording, I looked at it again. Holy crap. Well, I mean, it looks like a low budget cinematic movie. If not, whoever edited the trailer, Jesus Christ. Come on.
B movie. No, what was more painful about what you shared was the fact like the trailer came out, the YouTube clip that you shared came off of a YouTube clip of a news broadcast, all right?
No, it looks like it's an actual YouTube trailer. It's an official trailer. I mean, you want to watch it together real quick?
No. I don't know if what you shared with me. Besides, I saw another trailer that had a news broadcast.
Yeah.
A news broadcast that was okay. Like we have the guest with us today, but from 1521, like the producer, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. And it was just so sort of awkward. How they sort of had the exchange and how they segued into the trailer. And then when they got back from the trailer, they were like, hey, that's so great. Let's go watch it.
It actually made me realize if that's the same guy that edited this trailer let's watch it real quick. It's on YouTube, if you don't mind. All right.
And then the anchors were like, okay, that's all the time that we have for today. Let's switch on over to such an awkward segue.
So this is the trailer, basically. Let's take a. It's only a couple minutes. Let's take a look at it.
I don't think we could hear this on the
Yeah, you can.
broadcast, though, can we?
You can, yeah. Look at that. It looks like a video game. Did you
No,
see?
that looked like a model.
That looked like what's that game where it's a box and what is that game? It's like a bunch. Oh man, Malaya, what's that game you used to play where you're building stuff? It's like a box world, whatever. Minecraft. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought about when I saw this. It looks like a Minecraft clip. I don't get it.
Yeah, and what's the name? What's the name of that Spanish actor? He looks so uncomfortable on that suit.
Right.
But hey, it's an international project. We should be proud and happy. That's
No, I'm
Alonso.
definitely proud, but whoever cut this. Okay, I
Yeah.
mean, just that dialogue right there. I don't know if you heard it. It just sounded
Right.
so bad. You know what I
It's
mean?
awkward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the word. It sounded awkward.
I mean, we're proud because they're Philip. Oh, I know that actress. Yeah. But we gotta support it. We're Filipino.
I understand. Yeah, but I'm just I think you can
I don't want to
whoever
be labeled
sorry.
as unpatriotic.
I'm not a cinematographer whatsoever, but I think I could have done a better job than editing that. I mean, I could have
No,
picked
but
better scenes.
you don't have to be a cinematographer or do a better job. You're an audience member. You're watching it. You have an opinion if you like what you're seeing.
Okay, now you're just being so.
No.
You know that's not your opinion about it. That you're being too safe.
No.
It's
What I'm
horrible.
saying,
sorry. It's a bad trailer.
exactly. I'm trying to open we've got a foot on the door. I'm pushing you in and saying, no, get the fuck in, go inside. Because we have all the right to talk about the trailer and have our opinion about it.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be safe. I'm actually saying that it sucks, but I also want to support, being a Filipino cast.
Just because we're bashing on it a little bit doesn't mean we're not supporting it. Of course, I'm still going to watch it. To be honest with you, I'm still going to watch the movie. I'm still going to support it. But we're entitled to talk about it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So you got the foot in the door. Go inside. I'm right behind you.
It's so bad. I'm sorry. It looks like the dialogue looked so uncomfortable. Are you seeing this CC closed caption by the way?
No.
Okay. Anyway, it's such a bad trailer that whoever cut this really needs to do a better job. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like this scene right here. Take a look at this. All right. You gotta take a look at this. I'm sorry.
You're one of them. Chasing a little horse. We bow to these orders now.
It's weird.
You reject the holy church. He does this or he dies.
And then when they were flipping those women to the ground, you can see they're wearing all biker shorts and all that stuff.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Oh,
But,
seriously?
Yeah. Is this the first time that we got something going on like this for a movie? Spanish versus Filipinos, Filipinos being conquered by the Spaniards kind of
I'm
thing?
not sure if it's the first one. Look at that. It's another person just walking through.
Is that's a lady? That's a woman as a Spanish soldier on the left there?
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, she's got boobs. So
okay, let's see the biker shorts.
Right. So right there,
Oh, there you go. Black
and then
biker
right there.
shorts.
Did you see that?
And black biker shorts. Yeah, there you go.
Right there. And then right there. See that biker shorts right there.
Yeah,
And then
they could have.
they could have like fixed that. Even the girl on the ground has biker shorts on already.
Yeah. So there you go. That's another thing where, like, is it the director's fault or is it the editor's fault for choosing that cut?
Look at that. And that biker short right there as well. I mean, it's hard to say who's to blame for it. It could go both ways.
Maybe
But
the editor didn't have any choice, but maybe they didn't shoot any close-ups.
right. The
Or the
director could have
cinematographer.
definitely said something, or maybe gone the proper route. I mean, they could have just had these women wear thongs at least, so they're not. It's more authentic, and it's not seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but let's not go to the thongs just yet. Let's keep the biker shorts on. If you were the director, though, you could say, okay, I don't want those biker shorts to be seen. Let's just shoot close-ups or shoot it in a.
Well, that's
It
the
was-
thing. How can you depict a close-up shot when it's supposedly women being ravaged, right? And if you're trying to depict that time of an era, I mean, to me, looking at that, it looks like these women are what, time travelers all of a sudden? You know
What
what
do
I
you
mean?
mean?
Well, I
What
mean,
makes you say?
because they're wearing biker shorts. It's just like a
I
right.
notice I'm getting a little too comfortable with
I
this
did
chair.
see that, to be honest with you. I'm a little jealous that my seat can't recline that far, to be honest with you.
So, what were you saying?
So but I was just I was just saying that it doesn't make sense. If I'm the director, to be honest with you, it's gonna cost me more money and more money out of the budget to put these outfits, like these biker shorts, to these cast members, to the women. It's cheaper to probably just buy a thong and just
Is that what we're talking about now?
no, I'm just saying it's gonna work better because it's actually gonna show butt cheeks. You have to. I mean, okay. I mean, I'm sorry. We're gonna go back to this. Yes. So, for example, here on this scene right here, I'm sorry. How authentic can that be? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It don't make
listen.
sense.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm all for the thongs that if you think they're cheaper, the props department could afford the thongs better. Fine. I'm
Right.
not arguing about that. I'm just saying that if I was on set on the day of shooting and we didn't have any thongs and we didn't have time to go out and buy the thongs, thong, thong, thong.
Thongs,
bi-
not tongs.
We got biker shorts on.
Right.
I'm saying let's work with what we have and not like for this one, it could have been a medium shot, like shooter from above the waist up to the head, for example.
In that shot, there's no way to fix that, right? What they could have done is they could have literally went through each leg of those biker shorts and just like folded it up that they're getting wedgies, basically. Just
You're right.
to maintain more authentication, or at least
Got it.
find biker shorts that matches your skin color. Like
Right.
a brown one or a tan one. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
At least it's not like that. It's horrible. I'm sorry. Your budget, it's not gonna deter the budget for making a movie by making that decision in regards to finding a color. Bottom line, it's not just the wardrobe department's decision. They probably decided on that, but the director still makes the call, right?
Yeah. The acting feels a bit awkward too.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Just
saying.
on the trailer.
Right.
It doesn't give me it gives me a bad idea of what the rest of the movie will probably look like.
Right.
So, they could, let's say if it's a bad movie, you could always fix it or at least make it look good on the trailer,
Right.
which they didn't also bother to do, which is what I'm worried about.
As we both know, our first selling point when it comes to the movie is the trailer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's just finish watching this real quick, if you don't mind.
reject the whole.
Look at that throw. Can you go back to that throw real quick? That throw isn't even believable. It looked like, okay, I'm going to throw you on the ground, okay?
Okay.
And look at
Hello.
look at her thumb. Can you see her thumb on her face?
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to strangle someone, your thumb would be like under the on the throat and not like on the cheeks about to kiss her.
Right. I mean, that looks like she's about to make out with her.
Go ahead.
Look at that.
Like, oh, look, I'm
He
gonna
literally-
throw you gently.
Jesus. I mean, that's just so bad. Oh, come on.
He does this or he dies.
Yeah.
Also, if I may add, I'm sorry, but the background music on this trailer, horrible. I'm watching it. It sounds like 1980s.
I mean, even look, even these texts caption these texts that you on the like, will their love survive the brutality of war?
I don't get it. Okay, hold on.
Look,
mean-
can you go back to that dance where they were chanting like that? They don't even look like they're so into it. Look at that really skinny guy like on the right side. He's like, are we done now? Look at him looking
that.
in, like
The one on the right where you're talking almost the middle where he's literally looking at the camera.
yeah, or to the side of the camera. He's looking at like somebody, like there's like a director on the side
Right.
saying, okay, come on, lift up your hand. And he's like this? You mean like lift up my hand like this? He's not even looking straight forward at where everybody else is looking at.
I know.
Again, awkward on the Spanish outfit.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like everything was. I'm sorry, but back then, from pictures and whatnot, everything looks like it's fit. It's built for each person.
Like this one, like their costumes look like they stole it from a theater production somewhere. In Broadway. That will their romance be forever lost?
Right.
Lord of Space ends here.
And that cut, that slice with the knife didn't even look. And this guy gets pushed back like this.
I don't understand that. I don't understand. Let me back up real quick.
Lord of Space.
Jesus.
Oh, look,
Christ.
see that slice with a knife looked fake.
10 miles
they're
away. 10 miles
Pretend
away.
acting.
Right.
Ends here.
Pretend shooting with a gun. 1521. The battle is coming soon.
That was just so bad. So bad. I'm sorry.
The battle is coming soon. It already finished. It happened right on the title. It says 1521, not 2024.
I don't know how they managed to approve this trailer. I'm sorry. I mean, if you look at episode 1 of this stupid podcast, I'm sorry, with this amazing podcast, the trailer was even 10 times better than this. Okay. I'm sorry, but it's just horrible. I take it back. I'm sure the story is good. A lot of questionable decisions was made. Yeah.
I mean, it's the history of the Philippines. Of course, it's an interesting thing to know about, but to watch as a movie,
Right.
it looks like an awkward 1.5, like 90-minute awkward history lesson.
But I mean, again, yes, I'm critiquing it. I'm very, very particular about the kind of movies I like to watch. I am critiquing it. I still gonna watch it, but I know my bars on a On an empty bowl from 1 to 5, how many empty bowls are you giving it?
You watch it from a student's perspective, in a sense that you're looking at it with the like sort of the facts of the war,
Right.
in a clinical sense like that. But as an audience member in 2023, you're gonna have to split that brain up between like learning about the facts and appreciating the storytelling. You're just gonna have to like separate that. Like, at least you're not reading it off a book. Let's just be happy. Like,
So
okay.
from
Like,
1 to 5, 5 being the best, how many empty bowls would you give it?
hold on. You know how awkward this is? It's like, do they allow transgender teachers in like elementary school now? Do they have any?
Yeah, I'm sure. There's some somewhere.
If I were like in the first couple of days, maybe hanging out, listening to my transgender history teacher, this is how awkward it would probably be. Like, you know how the kids are like, is he a boy or is he a girl? or kind of, no offense, but it's going to be sort of that awkward. Like, are we supposed to be listening to history about, So what's your question? How many empty bowls?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like if 5 being the best, 1 to 5.
0, 1. Pretty awkward.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Really bad.
1, huh?
Okay, 2.5 or 3.
No, I'd definitely give it a 1. I mean, just based on the trailer itself, it's a 1 for me. I mean, the story is probably there, but the visualization looked like an English movie project.
It looks like something that we did in high school.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, for the record, like if people don't know, we made like a little movie like this, but it was based on like Julius Caesar's life, and we turned it into like a news report in today's Caesar news.
I mean,
it was that corny. Is that the word?
Corny. I'm gonna watch it still, to be honest with you. I'm still gonna watch it, but again, I don't know if I'm definitely not gonna like it, I'm sure. But in retrospect, on the flip side of that, okay, so this isn't supposedly 1521 supposed to be like I guess like an international low budget movie, right? By made in the Philippines, obviously a Filipino director and whatnot. Now,
I don't think so.
It is.
Is it?
Well, I can't remember the name of that. I can't.
Go ahead. I'll look it up.
Okay, so I don't know if you've heard this other movie. It's a Filipino movie based out of California as well. Okay, it's actually Filipino. It's a Filipino production directed by a Filipino, and it's a cast of Filipinos like Dante Bosco. He played Rufio in Peter Pan with Robin Williams.
Okay.
His brothers were in this movie as well. Solen Husaf has like a small part. Solen, the Filipino actress.
Yeah.
So a small budget movie, but this movie
is not really an actress. It's more like a socialite, just like Kardashian of the Philippines. I don't think she's really, but she's been in a couple of movies. But what about it?
Well, this movie, we're gonna take a look at the trailer real quick too, if you don't mind. It's called The Fabulous Filipino Brothers. It's actually a movie that came out here in the States. It was filmed here in the States, also in the Philippines. But you can see the difference though. Low budget. When I'm talking about low budget, we're talking about low budget. But I'm sure 1521's budget is probably 5, 20, or 10 times more than this movie that we're about to look at.
But again, budget's not going to be the excuse, man. Let me just go back to 1521 real quick. I just found out that the sort of tagline for it is the Battle of Mactan. So 1521, and looks like the setting is in Cebu, Mactan, Cebu.
So
that's So this is I guess where they stepped on the Philippines for the first time in Mactan. And
is that where it was?
Where Magellan would be, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like the recorded history where the Spaniards first landed in the Philippines, 1521, in
Ah,
Mactan in the
ah,
Philippines.
okay.
Yes. So let's check out that other trailer that you were saying.
So this other
one-
trailer again, it's called The Fabulous Filipino Brothers. It was filmed, came out on 2021, and I gotta admit, it's a good movie. All right, so
wait, you've seen the movie? Are you saying that this one's more expensive than the other one, than
no, it's
1521?
cheaper. It's cheaper. It's definitely cheaper. If they were able to afford Danny Trejo, believe me, it's definitely cheaper. This movie's cheaper.
One more thing, I saw on a news report. So Danny Trejo was supposed to be in part of that cast that they were interviewing, right?
Right.
So it's only the producer that was able to show up, and then they acknowledged that Danny Trejo couldn't show up. And then the reporter's excuse was, he's busy with the writer's strike in LA. But I was like, no, Danny Trejo's probably not doing that.
He's not doing
writer's
that. I'm sorry.
strike, like
Yeah.
not to show up for the 1521 interview. No, he was just too embarrassed to show up
He's
for the
probably
interview
embarrassed.
because he knows that it's a bad trailer.
So again, this one, as you can see, it's but let's look at the trailer and then we'll talk about it. See what you think.
I'm worried we can't
Can you hear it, by the
though,
way? Can you hear it?
No, I can't. I can't. Let's just judge it off of what we're seeing. Yeah, see there, those shots alone already look good.
Yeah, but you can't hear the dialogue?
No, I can't.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Surprising.
Yeah, your audio's not picking up.
All right, hold on.
Computer's not picking it up. Oh, there, I can hear something.
Story about four brothers. It's a love story, kind of. It's their quest to get
Yeah,
it
there. See?
and maintain it.
See the difference just on that?
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
literally on the first 30 seconds, it's already 100 times better than the other movie.
Exactly. Right on.
Crazy. All right, take a look. It's only like a 2-minute video.
While we're doing that, send me the link, but I will watch it later again.
The wedding, it's not that big a deal. Just a little party.
It's a wedding.
How many people are we talking? The Jake, Uncle Dom, Uncle Boy.
See, I don't know who these guys are, but the acting is like 10 times better already.
These guys have somewhat, in one way or the other, appeared in some kind of TV show or video or movie here in America. This one actor, that guy, the one in the suit, that's Dante Basco or Bosco, whatever his name is. Basco. Have you seen that movie Peter Pan with Robin Williams and Julia Roberts?
Yeah, I think so.
He played Rufio.
Oh,
Rufio.
okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Here's the thing with acting, guys. I mean, I'm like a little Puringgit director, and I've had theater classes when I was in high school. I think with Jason also once or twice.
Yep.
Guys, what makes bad acting is acting itself. Just do it. Like, do it for real, for real. Like, if you're talking to the guy, talk to the guy for real, for real. Like,
Right.
listen to what he's saying. Like, don't be an
Let
actor.
it be natural. Don't try to remember your lines too much. Just let it come out.
No. Yeah, no. I mean, don't think of yourself as, oh, I'm acting and drinking a cup of coffee, pretending to be drinking a cup of coffee right now. How would I be doing that if I was doing it in real life? No, drink the cup of coffee, look at the guy, and really talk to him. Don't pretend.
Right.
And kids. Well, then, damn, that's like over 100 people already. That's a lot of people. We're tribal. We're jungle Asian.
These fabulous Filipino brothers know each other better than anyone else, but it couldn't be more different.
How's it going? I'm not like
Where-
you. I don't have your.
Where's Solen? I'm looking for
She has a
Solen.
small part here. I think they're gonna show it. Hold on.
Okay.
Or Deo's strength. Or Duke's. What does that guy have again? Money.
That was her small part where you see the guy and the girl making out. That was Celine.
Oh, okay. Dante Vasco. Oh, he's the director too.
Exactly.
So that guy in the middle is the director.
Rest. That's him. Yeah. Dante Basco. And these are all his brothers. All the main actor, they're actually brothers in real life.
Galing.
You boys think you rule everything. Hi. All I see is you running away. from their culture, from yourself. Will you take me dancing?
You want me to take you dancing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You think you have control over life? What happens? Who it happens to? Do?
Oh, there she is.
How long has it been? I looked for you over the years.
Say yes. Yes changes everything. It opens up possibilities that you wouldn't believe.
This feels so right. The most right I've ever felt.
Come on, man.
You know.
Howl at the moon if you have to.
Hey, Jay.
So you better not be bringing any hoes.
Guess not.
I mean,
We're now officially making reaction videos on YouTube.
well, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's a good trailer. I've never heard
Yeah.
of this movie, and the trailer just popped up on my Amazon Prime.
Okay. What is it called again? I'll look for it later.
The fabulous Filipino brothers.
Okay.
And then I was like, that trailer is what sold it to me. So I'm like, okay, now I gotta watch it. Let's go. You know,
That's the thing. I mean, like, just stop pretending. Like, do it for real. They have a name for it, actually. It's called method acting, which is like hated by a lot of actors because like they're overdoing it. Like, method acting is bad when the lights are out, cameras are out, but you're still acting like the character. That's what
Well,
gives the name a bad rap for method acting, because you're like,
I don't know
okay,
if I'd actually say something like that. Like for instance, one of the best method actors is Daniel Day-Lewis.
right. Yeah. So whatevs. I mean, that's the process of the actor, whatever. I mean, I'm not
Right.
saying that it's a good or a bad thing, but what we care about here is what's actually on the movie, on the camera. So whatever gets you there,
Right.
gets you there, whether it's method acting or pretend
This is
acting.
your
Go ahead.
fault, by the way. This is your fault that I'm like literally trying to find a comfortable position.
And now I'm all like sitting up, all riled up and everything because we're talking about acting here. Just stop pretending.
Right. No, it's true. It's true.
That's the voice. That's the voice. That's my best voice of Mr. Crockett, our drama teacher.
Yeah.
Just like stop pretending like you're holding the cup of coffee. Like,
Just
for real,
actually do it.
drink it. Like, I know there's air on the cup of coffee,
Right.
but just drink it for real.
Right. I mean, I don't know what came about with that movie 1521. Why? I don't know what the process is in regards to who makes final cut decision. Whoever it was needs to be, Jesus. I'm sorry, but that person needs to be fired. Or
How did the
too late,
fabulous
it's probably
Filipino
done.
brothers do in the theaters?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Let's
just-
Google.
Sort of faded away. Never heard about it after.
No. Hold on. Brothers.
Are there any famous actors in the fabulous Filipino brothers?
Not really. Just that Dante. I think Dante Bosco is like the most famous one there. Remember, one of Dante Bosco basically brought out Filipino cinema here in the States. He had this
Nice.
one movie as well called The Debut.
Okay.
It was actually filmed in South San Francisco as well. And it's basically about this guy, Filipino guy, who's kind of like searching for his Filipino culture here in the States and whatnot. And it was good. I liked it. The Fabulous Filipino Brothers 2022. It's about 100 minutes long. Doesn't say what the box office totals was. Yeah. Doesn't even give like the total number of the budget.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like we don't care how much you spent for it. We don't care. Well, maybe we do care a little bit about who the actors are. But I think as audience members or people watching, we care if you believe in what you're doing. Well, I mean, at least I do. I care if the person is actually believes in what he's doing in the story that they're saying, that they're telling.
Well, I'm
If
sure
you-
that person believed in it. It was just badly executed.
No, I don't think he believed he threw the lady on the ground. I don't think she believed she was really like holding her in the face, like to hurt her and to control her.
Right. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Because that throwing that girl down on the ground looked like, like shoved her down a little bit.
Like, no, I don't want to hurt you, but since we're pretending in a movie, I'm going to throw you on the ground. The director told me to hold you in the face like this. I don't want to hurt you, but
Right.
okay. Just
It,
that
it was
thumb,
just bad.
that thumb alone, like, and
Do you think Danny Trejo actually said, F this, dude, I'm out? I got paid.
that-
I'm done.
as long as I'm getting paid.
Yeah, right.
And you guys hurry up. I have a strike to go to, a writer's strike to go to.
I wonder if Bea Alonso actually did some promotional thing for this as well. You know what I mean?
I'm sure they did. I personally just never heard about it. But I with the little circle that I have here, every now and then I'd hear actors here and there doing international movies here and there,
Right.
which is fantastic.
Yeah. I'm
But
not saying it's not. I mean, I support the fact that, she was able to be in it and they did it, but I'm sorry. I mean, you could have done a better editing job than that. That I
I
know.
don't know about that, but
Oh, come on.
sometimes it's not in the editing. Sometimes it's really like what you got, like right in front of you.
Well, if you know with what's in front of you is what it is, you'll figure out a way to create something to sell it better.
Yeah, to cover that up and make it look better
Right.
than it is. Yeah.
Because a bad movie could be made into an amazing trailer.
Right. Right.
Just
Yeah.
like that movie by Arnold Schwarzenegger called The Last Action Hero. I'm sorry, the movie sucked. All right. But the trailer was amazing. I got duped into it. I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, ay, nako.
A simple trailer could sell $1 million movie, that's for sure.
Kaka-high blood. Kakainis. My armpits are sweating all of a sudden, It's like,
Right, right.
jeez. I mean, it's just frustrating because, I'm jealous because, I want to be in the movies. I want to be a director. And then you see crap like this and you're like,
Well, I mean, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different story. It's annoying though, isn't it?
yeah. But yun nga, you don't even have to be a writer, director, actor to appreciate stuff like that. And
Right.
people get away with it, which is another frustrating thing. And people watch it because, it's Bea Alonso or what. But
Well, that's the thing too. I mean, I think the biggest selling factor there for this movie is the fact that it's Bea Alonso, and there's going to be some fans that's going to be watching that, right?
yeah, and right.
Oh
Yeah,
my
speaking
God,
of
it's Bea.
even some of the camera angles didn't make her acting sort of look good.
No, it didn't.
It
It
was
looked so bad.
choices of angles were all really like, what do I know?
Right.
Jeez.
So, do you see my point? Do you agree with me when I say that even though the movie was bad, the trailer, whoever made
Yeah,
that trailer, could have
Yeah.
done a job?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think it was fantastic that you were able to share the fabulous Filipino brothers as an example.
Right. Right. Huge difference. Yeah. It was good. Anyway,
Frustrating. Well,
Oh,
if you're in the mood, what?
sorry. One more thing, if you don't mind. You sent me a link about that gold diggers in the Philippines.
I did.
Dude, seriously, somebody sent it. Either you or Tin.
Yeah. What
Or-
about it?
Where
And
they're
I think
digging.
that's what we were. Oh, when you say gold diggers, I'm thinking of a sexy girl standing beside a car with a guy that owns the car and is pretending like it's not his car, and it turns out to be his car. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, the girl wants to sit in the car with him. Like, you need a ride? No, I don't need a ride. And then he want to ride in my Ferrari. Oh yeah, I need a ride. I need to go to 7-Eleven and buy myself
Buy me some thongs.
some thongs for this movie that I'm acting in.
So
You know, because I got a Ferrari, all of a sudden you want to ride with me. That's the kind of gold digger that I was thinking.
no. Well, I guess I said it wrong. I didn't
They
even
call those treasure hunters now.
treasure hunters.
Gold diggers.
Big difference, huh? Treasure hunters to gold diggers.
Isn't there a movie like I'm a gold digger? So it's like, I'm
No,
a gold digger.
That's a song, dude.
Yeah, I mean a song, Gold
Yeah.
Digger, or something like that. Yeah. So
You ain't nothing but a gold digger.
oh, there you go.
You ain't nothing
So-
but a-
Right. So his History Channel came out with a documentary about following these guys looking for Yamashita's treasure here in the Philippines.
Is it Yamashita's
If-
treasure?
If I caught it correctly, it was like I think it's a 2018, 19.
Documentary.
It was this I don't know the ending of this documentary, how it turned out, but it looks like a new one. But I shared it with you because they mentioned Siargao as one of those sort of hot spots for possible different locations
Right.
for
I mean,
where
I'm-
Yamashita could have.
I'm still
his
trying
treasure.
to find the I saw the documentary on it's actually on YouTube when you type in that
On the finale.
Yamashita's treasure and whatnot. It's in YouTube. You can see the whole thing there, and I'm gonna watch it as soon as we're done here and whatnot. Looks
Okay.
interesting. I mean, it looks like these guys have been digging there for a while now and whatnot. Now, the question that I had is, after finally breaking that barrier and getting into that proper location underneath the earth and whatnot, or the waterfall,
Mm.
since it's in the Philippines, but they're the ones that found it,
Mm.
who stakes claims on that?
I don't know.
You know what I
about
mean?
that. Good question. Yeah. I don't know if the Philippine government's going to allow them to
To take it,
take their treasure. Yeah. I don't know.
does it belong to the world, so to speak, or do they get a percentage of it, or what?
Right.
That's what I
Right.
want to know.
I'm thinking it's also. I'm sure they want to get paid, but I'm sure whatever it is, a lot of it is also, ego being able to stake claim that, hey, I found Yamashita's treasure.
Bragging rights. so to
Bragging
speak.
rights. Yeah. So, I don't know. I could care less. Well, but that's a good question. Who takes home the treasure?
I would like to know. I mean, if I'm a financier and then I'm financing that dig right there,
And
Right.
it's not a cheap dig. Yeah, for sure.
right? So, and then all of a sudden you find it. Do I get some kind of payback off that? Because I just spent all this money. You know what I mean? There's got to be some kind of stipend
we
or
could-
reward or whatever, finder's fee.
What happens if I find treasure? So hard to. I'm not used to typing with this keyboard anymore.
Yeah.
Treasure in the Philippines. If I'm not Filipino.
Does that even have a factor?
Treasure hunting laws in the Philippines.
Oh,
Let's see. It's a long one. Hunting for treasure in the Philippines entitles you to follow the rules stated by the law, which can be found under Republic Act number 386, an act to ordain and institute the Philippine Code of the Philippines, Book 3. Due to this rule, what most treasure hunters do is to have a written agreement with the landowner. The written agreement contains all the details. So if you find it, treasure goes to the landowner, you have a written agreement about how much money you're gonna get. So maybe they had like a written agreement with the barangay.
Yeah, like a finder's fee, probably. Yeah, that makes
Finder's
sense.
fee if they find something. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, obviously they have to have some kind of fee because if they're, spending the money to do the work.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the whole thing. I'm very interested in it, so I'm excited to watch it. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you mean you dug up like the rest of the documentary?
Well, it looks like there's a full documentary on YouTube. I just typed in the Yamashita treasure in the Philippines documentary.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just talking about the 10-minute trailer that I sent you. No,
well,
not
yeah,
trailer,
I saw
clip.
that, but the full
It made you want to watch the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, full circles. The trailer does everything for you, Anyway,
But here's the thing. These diggers, these treasure hunters, they're actually really digging. There's no acting, there's no pretending to be.
that's not
You know
the
what I mean?
point. It's not. I'm not talking about the acting when it comes to the trailer for this particular one.
Right. I'm kind of saying that it's connected and it's not connected, or it's apples and oranges. It's not the same thing.
Again, editing plays effect here. The editing plays a major effect.
Yeah.
What's
watching
harder?
it.
What's harder to edit? A documentary or an actual movie? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A documentary is as plain could be. So whoever's editing it needs to figure out a way to sell it. All right, diba?
Right. Yeah, no, ako naman, I'm kind of lost in the idea that you want to watch this because you're intrigued about the story itself.
Oh, well, again, that's
Because
where
it's
the
a
editor
treasure.
did a good job because it caught my attention.
Yeah.
So,
And then the other one that we're griping about, 1521, it's like I want to watch the movie because it's a historical movie about the Philippines, but I don't want to watch it because the acting and the editing looks
because it sucks. It looks horrible.
strange. So
I don't know. I'm sure I'm being mean about it too much, but I could only comment regarding to what I see and what I've seen. But to me, what stuck to me, the fact that why I say it sucks is the fact that, like I said, biker shorts, really? That's plain black. You can't even decide to like beige color or whatever or brown to make it a little bit more authentic.
yeah, it's funny that you caught that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I
those
didn't even see
guys
that.
who were dancing, doesn't look like they were wearing boxer shorts or briefs. Maybe they were wearing briefs, but at least it's hidden. You don't see it.
It's like they go like this and they're like, are we done? Can we go to lunch now?
That's what that one guy was doing, I think. He's like, how long are we doing this for? Oh, where's my cue?
Ay, nako.
Anyway,
Anything else you got up under your sleeves there?
I think that's it for today. You know what? Let's cut it short. I'm getting hungry.
My armpits are sweating. Okay, go for it.
All right. Thank you again, guys, for bearing with us here. Last minute change of schedule.
And
But
here's another thing.
Yeah.
If it's getting awkward, cut it off. Don't force it. Just say goodbye already. Go. Right? Let's
Exactly.
put our money
I'm
where
trying
our
to make
mouths
an
are.
announcement here for those whoever's watching or listening. Okay.
But just going back to the movie, you
I
know,
know.
it's like,
Yeah, it was bad. It was just really bad. I mean, you and I both know that you're probably going to go back and rewatch that trailer.
no, I'm not going to. Already seen it before. I don't want to see it again.
Anyway, guys, again, we'll be back to regular schedule this Sunday, 7 p.m. Sunday, U.S. time, 7 a.m. Philippine time. Thank you for bearing with us. Appreciate it. Again, this is the Flip Side with Jay and Noel. My name is Jay.
And I'm Noel. I will explain on another day why we screwed around with the schedule today, but
Yes.
that's for another episode.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Have a good day. We'll catch you later.
on the flip side.
There you go. Peace out.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
You can catch the full episodes on youtube.com at The FlipSide with Jay and Noel. Full episodes uploaded every Wednesdays and Saturdays.